What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Late Tubes. Today's video, we are going to be reacting to your guys' NBA playoff hot takes. We're going to get in each and every one. Some of them we'll spend a little more time on than others. I'm going to try to not make this video too long because my last couple hot takes videos have been tremendously long, like in the 16 to 17 minute range. I just want to say before we get into this video, guys, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers, guys. We have been grinding, uploading every single day for the month of March, and we are going to continue that. But guys, I have so much gratitude and appreciation for each and every single one of you. There's so many new faces, and I really do thank you guys so much. If you don't want to miss out on the next hot take videos, please be sure to turn on those notifications and subscribe so you can see whenever I drop these, poll or community posts. Without further ado, let's get straight into this first hot take from a longtime subscriber, WJ4. He says the Lakers are going to the finals. Not joking. At the making of this video, the Lakers are one game below 500 with a record of 37-38, and they are the 9 seed out west. LeBron has come back, and they have lost that game against the Bulls when he did come back. This one is definitely a bold one. I like that he said going to make the finals, not win the finals, because I do think any of the top contenders in the East would probably beat the Lakers in a 6 or 7 game series. This is a bold take for sure, definitely a hot take, but I don't hate it too much. I mean, with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, you're pretty much a contender as long as they can stay healthy and, perform at the level that they have the last couple of seasons. D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and a lot of the other guys like Austin Reeves, they have looked really, really solid thus far. This isn't a terrible take. I don't really hate it. I'm not going to agree with it because I just don't think the Lakers would get past any of the... But the thing is if they got matched up with like Memphis and then the Kings, and then, they could maybe beat those teams and then make the finals. So I guess maybe I do agree with this, but I'm not going to fully buy into this. It just depends on how the bracket breaks up, but I'm not going to fully agree with this one because I think the Clippers, Suns, Warriors, or Nuggets would probably beat the Lakers. And speaking to the Nuggets, these ones are kind of similar, so we're just going to go with this first one that says the Nuggets will get bounced out of the first round by either Los Angeles team, Golden State Warriors, the Timberwolves, or the Pelicans if Zion plays. The only team Denver can beat in round one is OKC or Dallas. And the second one obviously says that the Nuggets won't make the Western Conference Finals. I think both of these are definitely bold, especially that first one is tremendously bold. I think the Nuggets are underrated as a roster. Yes, they've been slipping recently, and they've been on a little bit of a slippery slope in the sense that they're losing games like, you lose to Brooklyn at home. Not a great way to end your season. I do think Nikola Jokic is the MVP and or a top 3 MVP candidate. Just depends on who you ask. I think the Nuggets, when they're fully healthy, will be great. The one thing I just want to see is that I want to see Mike Malone playing his, Michael Porter a little bit more, because some of the rotations, I said he was going to be the coach of the year, but some of the rotations he's had have just not been ideal. Definitely not, like if Michael Porter starts 7 for 9, let's get him more than 25 minutes a game. That's just what I'm saying. It's not out of the realm of possibilities that the Nuggets won't make the Western Conference Finals, but in my eyes, especially with how the bracket's going to break up, I don't see how they don't at least make it to the Western Conference Finals. That's just my opinion, though. The next hot take we have is that the Dallas Mavericks will lose in the play-in tournament because of their bad defense and shallow bench. 110% agree with this. I don't think they've developed the chemistry yet to contend or compete at the highest level. They might not even make the play-in tournament, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I've been covering the Mavs a lot this last week. But I do agree with this. I think that this is a very great, bold, or hot take. The next hot take is coming in and saying the 76ers will flame out in the first round as the number 3 seed with taking the L in Denver on purpose. They cannot catch the 2 or 1 seed. I don't know if you mean taking the L in Denver, speaking about last night, in regards to the fact that Joel Embiid sat out with the quote-unquote calf injury or calf strain or whatever. But, they could flame out and lose in the first round, but I would say that they're not going to unless, barring the fact that Joel Embiid and James Harden, get injured. If they get injured, then I could see this happening. But I see the 76ers at least going to the Eastern Conference Finals this season, and if they don't, it's bad news. I feel like Doc Rivers will get fired, or they're going to try to make some drastic change, because this season they have looked like a finals contender, or at least, I was listening to Tim Ledger and JJ Redick's podcast the other night, and I really like what they said, how they're either on the same level of the Bucks and the Celtics, or they're, at the front door waiting to get into that level. I just think the Sixers have looked amazing this season. The next hot take is also about the 76ers, coming in from a longtime supporter, my first subscriber ever actually, Malt Miller. He says the 76ers will beat the Clippers in the finals in a 7-game series. This is absolutely, as bold as it gets, predicting the finals, not only matchup, but score and winner to the T. I can't say I'm going to agree with this because I don't know if the 76ers are going to actually make the finals. I don't even know if the Clippers are going to make the finals, but this probably would be a series that goes 7 games, and it would also be a series where Joel has the potential to average 35 or 40 points. This would be absolutely electric to watch. Just 4 of the game's most talented scorers in Kawhi, Paul, James, and Embiid just clashing in a battle. This would be such a fun series, but I can't say it's going to happen for sure. Both of these takes have to do with the Kings, so I'm going to pair these ones together as well. The first one says that the Kings are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals, and this one says that the Kings will light the beam all the way to the finals if inexperience doesn't get to them first. I think this is a very head is in the right space type of take. While the Kings have been the greatest offense in the NBA this entire season, one thing we all know as NBA fans is that inexperience does, kind of serve to be the Achilles heel for most of these young teams. It's really hard when the Sacramento Kings, say, meet up with a team, say the season ends and it's the 3 and the 6, the Kings and the Warriors. It's really hard for the Kings to sit here and say, yes, we're the better team, we have a better road record, we have a better record at home, we have a better offensive rating. And then the Warriors come in and they say, we've won 4 championships. What are you going to do with that? We've played quadruple the amount of series. You guys haven't made the playoffs in 12 plus years. It's very, very hard for teams to go out and get these, gritty wins and atmospheres that they haven't really experienced. So I think this is a really, really great take. I do not think the Kings will make the finals, but I think if they can even win the first round, that's amazing, feat for Kings fans. I don't think any Kings fan would be upset with that. This next one from Not Dom says the Cavaliers are going to shock people like the Celtics did last year and make the Eastern Conference Finals. I think if they make the Eastern Conference Finals, that's an amazing feat. I think it's very possible, but it's going to be really hard, especially if they end up having to face one of the Bucks and Sixers, or Bucks and Celtics, or Sixers and Celtics in the same 2 series. I mean, if they can make it, power to them. They have a wonderful team. It's just they are missing that 5th option, that third, the wing, if you will. It's ironic that they could use a guy like Lauri Markkanen right now and they don't have him. I think Isaac Okoro is a great prospect, and he's going to be a great 3-and-D player for years to come, but they need a 5th person that can just say, here's the ball, get us some buckets, when Darius and Donovan and J.A. and Evan Mobley, when they're out of gas, and you just need that 5th option, that 5th missing piece of the puzzle, the Andre Iguodala, if you will. Like that's really what you need on an NBA championship team. This isn't a terrible take. I definitely don't disagree with it. And the last take of the video, pretty lengthy one. If Dallas bounces out and doesn't make it to the playoffs, they are doomed, because if Kyrie leaves in the summer, which is likely, or even if he leaves sooner than later, Dallas would be in purgatory, as they can't rebuild because they won't ever get rid of Luka, and they won't attract star talent since everyone saw how Superstar was just there and it blank. I definitely agree with this one. I think this is kind of a make or break season for the Dallas Mavericks. Not necessarily this one, but what happens next with Kyrie Irving and this entire saga. I think after watching Brunson be there and Kristaps Porzingis be there and Kyrie Irving be there, and none of these projects really work out other than Brunson, and then when Brunson did work out, they didn't want to pay him. I think other superstars around the league will see that and just kind of not really mesh well with that or want to play with Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic may just be one of those talents who needs to be surrounded in great role players rather than great superstars. But what do you guys think? Which one of these hot takes do you agree with most? And let me know why. If you made it this far, I appreciate your support as always. If you guys did leave a hot take and it didn't make it into this video, it's because it either was reoccurring or relapping with someone else's, or it just didn't make this video. Hooper's Radar, I love your content, man, but someone else already said that the Denver Nuggets are first round exit. And Aracano, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, he did say that Giannis will have one of the greatest postseason performances ever. I don't disagree with that, but you already did have a hot take in this video, so I just wanted to limit it to one per person. I thank every one of you for leaving your hot takes. I appreciate your guys' support as always. Have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.